Aaron Murphy says the rest of Scottish football should be very, very afraid. Lawrence Shanland is back scoring goals and he's desperate to make up for lost time. And James Stevenson says when Big Halkett is fit, what centre half he is. Devlin superb again at the weekend. Penrice long deal. And Shankland is back. Roll on Copenhagen.
Roll
Give
on.
Penrice a long-term deal.
Heading there in about 15 hours. You what, sorry?
I'm just reading out the comment properly because Daniel failed to do that. Give Penrice a new long-term deal. He said
he's been the pick of the bunch of the summer.
He's been excellent, hasn't he?
Oh, I was at another 2 assists at the weekend. Look, nobody. I was delighted to see Shankland's name pop up twice on the score sheet of the weekend. Let me tell you, I've never seen a footballer. Genuinely, I've never seen a football look more disconsolate, downright broken than Lawrence Shanland when he left the Jan Breidel Stadium in Bruges 11 nights ago, having missed that penalty and been subjected to, but it was absolutely outrageous and uncalled for abuse for his own support. Disgusting.
Really, really bad.
Things raining down for the stand towards him. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice to see, and it must have been horrendous for Shankland to put up. Well, I know he said at the weekend he was more bothered about letting down his teammates by missing the penalty, and the fans' abuse didn't really enter his head. Very professional of him. Great. I thought he dealt with that really well, but he walked through the mix zone after that Cercle Bruges game, and clearly us vultures were there to try and stop him, speak to him about it and get his thoughts. But it's not that he didn't hear us. I just don't think anything entered his head. He was completely zoned out, and the press officer was kind of throwing up an apologetic hand. He was broken. So to see him bounce back fairly quickly, he did okay against Aberdeen a couple of days after that, but that was a typical Shankland goal, wasn't it? The header for the opener. It reminded me of his equaliser for Scotland over in Georgia last year, that header. And then to follow up with a second suggests that this time, hopefully, he is back in the goal trail. But of course, he then goes and gets booked, so he's suspended for the Kelly game this weekend. So Kelly shouldn't be afraid because he's suspended. But no, I mean, I went out for a couple of pints after that game in Bruges as well, and do you know that the stuff was going on in the pubs with the Hearts fans after the game? It was just, it went far too far. They had to remember, and Neil Critchley said this himself, that man was the reason they're out there having the time of their life in Bruges and in Copenhagen this week. I hope they remember that this time round, and hopefully gets another couple of goals on Thursday night. That'd be good.
They wouldn't even be in Europe, Keith, without Lawrence Shanland.
That's what Fraz just said. Yeah, it's spot on. But listen, don't worry about Lawrence Shanland. Lawrence Shanland is a natural-born goal scorer. Yes, he's had a very, very difficult first few months of the season. But, you know, with most really good goal scorers, natural goal scorers, sometimes they can be a bit streaky. Watch him go now. I would not bet against Lawrence Shanland still ending this season with somewhere between 15 and 20 goals to his name.
Wow. What's your now? Three, four?
Three, I think.
If he got to 20, Keith, from here, that would be remarkable.
20 is the outer limits. but I'm saying I genuinely think that he'll hit 15 and possibly more, because he is such a good goal scorer, and when you've gone through a run like that and the pressure comes off when you get that first goal, takes his second goal, you might look at the second goal and think, oh, it's a bit scrappy. Lawrence Shanland, without scoring the first goal, might take a touch to steady himself before getting that shot away.
Yeah, that
was Lawrence Shanland playing on his instincts.
Yeah,
just get that shot, get over it, and get it towards the net. And if it goes in, great. But that looked to me as if the weight had just come off. And when a striker starts overthinking his finishing, that's when he ends up in trouble. It needs to come instinctively. That second goal, as good as the first goal was, and a great header, the second goal suggests to me that that's a guy that's instincts are rushing back. And that's why I would expect to see him doing a bit of damage over the course of the next few weeks and months. But yes, granted, one of the viewers did say, you do realise where Hearts are at the bottom of the table.
Eddie Wood there saying you do know where Hearts are, which is a fair point. But they've definitely had a turn in form, kind of, since Neil Critchley came in.
Performances on the upturn.
But the key is goals, and Shankland is the key.